What's up guys? So welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different, something that's out of my comfort zone and that I wouldn't normally do, but I wanted to try something different and see how this video did and see if you guys ended up liking it. So we're just going to be doing like a little ratchet makeup tutorial. I'm calling it ratchet just because I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not trying to come off as one. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I just play with stuff and see how it turns out and see if I like it and things like that. So don't in any way, shape, or form think I'm trying to come off as a makeup artist or that I know what I'm doing. This is kind of just like my shit, what I do for me, what works for me and my face and my routine. So if you guys want to see this makeup look, stay tuned. So as of right now I have nothing on my face, no primer, nothing, just a clean solid base. So the first thing I'm going to use is my Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer, and I just got this. I don't necessarily know how I feel about it. I don't know if I would recommend it yet, but I'm also not like one of those people that like stuff on their lips. So yeah. Like I don't like gloss that much or like chapstick and shit like that. Like that's not really my thing, but it does smell really, really good. Love the smell. And then I got, this is hella ghetto, but $1 is gonna sit here through my ghetto ratchet tutorial. So my beauty blender is dirty as hell, and I'm gonna dip it in some water. I don't have to keep getting up and going to the sink since I'm sitting in my living room in front of a mirror right here, and I didn't want to keep doing that because that's hella fucking annoying. So anyways, I'm just gonna dip my beauty blender just in here. We're just gonna hear me like recording this because I have my door open because it's hot as fuck in this sweater. So anyways, okay, so it's like damp. And then another ghetto trick, we are going to, so I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, and oh my god, this foundation, I literally used to swear by this, and then I got caught up in this whole like trying new foundation shit and wasting my money buying hella foundations only to come back to this. This is my holy grail. Like I don't care what anybody says, this is like the foundation where I could use like 10 foundations and then I'll finally come back to this and I'm like, okay, yeah, like what was I thinking? But oh, and if you want to know my shade is Toasty Toffee. So I'm going to put it on this little candle topper. While I'm talking, y'all, I forgot my steps. So I feel like every time I get my makeup done at MAC, they use like some little like thing that looks like a candle topper. It's probably not a candle topper, obviously, but I skipped a step while I was talking to y'all. See, this is what happens when you talk too much. So before I even do my foundation, I'm going to be using the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and I've been using this bad boy for a minute. Like I love this, I swear by this. I've like put other people onto this. I don't even know who, you know who actually showed me this? Or I guess they didn't like physically show me. I'm talking about it like I physically know her. But I think it was Tiara on YouTube. I was like watching one of her tutorials one day, and I was literally like, oh my god, that shit looks fire. So I ended up getting it and I have not turned back since. And it's like a weird, I don't even know how to describe the consistency, but it kind of reminds me of Benefit's Professional, if anything. Just rub that into the skin everywhere. We're gonna go back to our ghetto candle topper and my damp beauty blender, and we're just going to, I like to put my foundation on in little dots first. I don't like to blend it in until I get my dots going, you know? And then I just do like hella fucking dots all over the place. Like literally just all over the place. And then I like to beat it into my face. Like so. Again, not a makeup artist. This is just my way. Okay? Thank you. So just beating this in to the skin. I'm kind of mad that I did like a not a self, but like a talking video. So I was really getting into the show I was watching. And then I decided we're gonna talk through this tutorial, and here we are talking and not being able to watch anything because I can't have it playing in the background. So it turns out I need more foundation. I like to just start with like little dabs or little like dots, just to like dots on the candle topper, just because I don't know how much I'm gonna need yet. Something that I used to do a long time ago was do my eyebrows first and then do everything, and I found that that just like screwed me every time because my eyebrows would be hella light and they wouldn't be blended into the foundation like above my brows and below my brows, and I hated that look. Okay, and then so if you guys can see, I have it on. I don't know if you guys can really tell because of the lighting, but whatever. I feel like this lighting is better than what it was going to be. So the next thing I'm going to be using is the Born This Way Too Faced concealer, and my color is Sand. I also have Warm Sand, but Warm Sand tends to just blend in with my skin too much. And then I just pack this on because I like a really bright under eye. That's just me. Like, I feel like to each its own. But me personally, I like a bright, bright, bright under eye. And I'm just gonna messy, so I'm gonna with what do you call it? The powder anyway, so it's up. This eye, so that's pretty much like enough I got under my eye. And just make sure you get something to glitter. No dirty beauty glitter. I'm lazy for being one, and I hate clean beauty glitter. That's just I just use the same one and take care of them so and then so that's pretty much what's not done. And I just do it down my chin like that, and my two little lines on my forehead because this concealer is really heavy. Not heavy, but it's like thick, and it goes a long way. So now that my concealer's on, I'm gonna set that with my Fenty Beauty setting powder, and it's in my shade is in the color Banana. So again, using the same beauty blender. You don't need to dirty up hella shit. Like, for what? I'm gonna bake. I like to pack this on. I'm gonna bake under my eyes. And if you've ever used this concealer, or if you've ever used this powder, it's like my holy grail. It smells good. It really brightens under my eyes. And then I just kind of let that sit for a second, and while I let that sit, I'm going in with my MAC Studio Fix in the color NC43. So this is a foundation, and I kind of just use this to set the liquid. I use this to set the liquid foundation. So while this is all baking, I'm just like to go in. It's like a little bit crazy. And then if you guys are wondering the brush I use, Reese actually recommended this brush, and mind you, there's like a story time for that. So like literally we're running around the mall one day, and she's like telling me about this brush, and she's like, it's so good, it's by MAC, like I use it for my foundation, blah blah blah. And she's like, you're gonna love it, blah, blah, blah. So we go to MAC. She's like, no, it's not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. And we go to like hella different MACs in the mall. And she goes, oh shit, I think it's a Sigma brush. This is like after we've been running around the mall like crazy people looking for this brush, asking MAC people looking like psychopaths. But anyway, so this is the Sigma large powder brush in, I love this brush. This was like the best thing that she could have recommended, because it literally is a large powder brush. Like, it's hella big. So I'll probably go back in with a little bit of that also, but I'm going to dust under my eyes now. I think I've baked long enough, so I'm gonna use a MAC 150 brush, and I just kind of okay. So now that that's all on, I like to, this step's always weird. Okay, so I like to do my eyebrows now, and stuff for my eyebrows that I use. And they still don't come out right, but you know, at least I can say at the end of the day that I tried. Like, I made an effort. Okay, so I usually like to spoolie my brows first. So because the eyebrow pencil that I use doesn't have a spoolie on the end, I use the Anastasia spoolie, and I kind of just run it through my brows and lift them up. Before I fill them in, I like them to be brushed upward, and then we'll do that to the same thing, or to the other side. Going with my holy grail, like my holy grail, like at everything that I probably use, this is probably like my favorite. And I literally go through eyebrow products like crazy. Not like I finish them, but like I buy a lot and test them out, and I think this is the one that I have used, that I've stuck with, that I love, which is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. So it has a waterproof pencil on this side, and then it has an ink stain on the other side. And I used to use the ink stain to feather the front, but I haven't been doing that lately. I've just been using the one side. And then the color I got is Dark Drapes. So my personal preference is to not carve out the top. I don't want them to look like super unnatural. And mind you, this isn't like a like super glam. This is just kind of like my, I don't want to say everyday makeup because I don't do this every day, but this is like my simple makeup, like throw this on anytime I go out if I'm gonna wear makeup. So like I go all the way in. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is contour. My kind of contour and your kind of contour might be a different kind of thing. But anyway, so I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Coco Naughty and a MAC, I think this is a MAC 100 brush, and it's like really small. And I don't like do this neatly. I just kind of like it to be kind of like not as perfect. So just kind of dab a little bit and dab some more. And I think that's why I like never care what my forehead concealer looks like, because I just kind of go in and I start at my hairline and then I just kind of brush it forward a little bit. And I feel like I used to like really go all in like this, and I kind of like it this way better. Like I just feel like it looks a little more natural on me. No like real key to it. And again, this is my way. Like I'm not telling y'all to do it this way. We're just doing a ratchet makeup tutorial, okay? Like I said, ratchet makeup tutorial. And then that's pretty much how I warm up my face, and it kind of gives like a little bit of balance in between my concealer, like my under eye highlight, and all that jazz. So the next thing that I like to use is what the fuck? Oh, okay, is blush. I'm not like a super big blush person. Like I use the same fucking blush every day. I used to in college like use a different blush all the time, and I don't know, I just like got over that like hella fast, and I stopped doing that, and I just started using the same one. Like I used to go to MAC all the time and be like, what blush do you have? What blush do you have? And then like it just got old. Like I just like my same blush. Like I'm just basic. So the blush I'm going to use is called Lovejoy, and I'm using a Morphe E34 brush, and I just kind of do a quick dab. I don't like nothing like, no type of like blush commitment, okay? So just like a little bit, just to have like a little bit of rose on my lips, but nothing, I mean on my cheeks, but nothing like major. Morphe E61 brush, and I usually use the Dose of Colors Desi and Katy. I don't even think you can get this name more, sorry. The Mirame, I think it's Mirame. Yeah, something like that. That highlighter. And I just kind of like go all up in there and go on my nose, just a lot, just like pack that shit on, girl. And then sometimes I forget this step and I like literally leave the house and I'm like freaking out because I don't have no highlighter on. I'm like hella mad that I don't have any on. And then I just feel like I just want to like take a makeup wipe and wipe my face off because I'm so disappointed in myself. And then we are going to go on to the possible like worst thing ever for me, which is eyeshadow. So this is like the part in the video where like you have to take this part with like a grain of salt, because I literally fucking suck at eyeshadow and I don't even be using the right brushes for nothing. I just like use what I like have in front of me, and sometimes it's not the right brush. So I'm just telling you guys ahead of time, don't be trying to come for me in the comments like, oh, that's not the right brush for that. I don't care. I already know. Like, I use what I use, and sometimes it's not even the same brush. Like, it's whatever's closest to me and I just make it work. Like, it's just, I just let it do what it do. So it's not always the same or the right technique. So like I said, take this part with a grain of salt. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I just like practice and play around. I don't really take it seriously. Definitely still drying, but I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. Like, they're just so dramatic. It almost makes me like sad that I'm about to get eyelash extensions and that I'm not gonna be able to wear these, because oh my god, they're just like, you can fuck up on your eyeshadow and you literally put these on and you're just like that bitch, like just straight like that, you're that bitch, like, period. But I had to do them off camera because it really takes precision and I do not want to mess up, because I get hella frustrated easily when it comes to doing them. So the lipstick I'm going to use is, it's like a loose hair, is the Rihanna Fenty Beauty in the color Unveil. And baby, so I used to have this like, it's like this really really pretty brown color, and I used to have like a Kylie Jenner lipstick that was this color, and I'm like a sucker for browns and nudes, but it used to dry my lips out, and I don't know if that was just like the one I got in the mail or if everybody's did. So normally I would do a liner, but we're just gonna freehand it. I don't have time. I kind of want to overdraw, but if I don't like it, I'm going to be mad. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I feel like it is a color you have to like pack on, because I can see like my lips through it. But definitely super hydrating compared to the Kylie Jenner one. And then while that's setting, what I like to do is set my face with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Now, I'm going to tell you, like, honestly, don't go crazy with this shit, because you will be looking like way more dewy than you probably anticipated. And maybe if you have dry skin, that's what you're looking for, but that's usually not what I'm looking for. I just like to have everything like all set and stuck. So I'm just going to do a couple sprays like that. So this is gonna be our completed makeup look. This is like my go-to makeup. Like if I'm getting ready for work, I'm not gonna do all of this. Honestly, I probably won't even do makeup, but I definitely won't be doing eyeshadow unless it's like something big at work. Like, I don't know, but for the most part, I won't do all of this. This is like, I guess, a weekend type thing for me if I'm going somewhere, and sometimes it is hard to do all of this with a baby. I do have help from my husband, obviously, but still, it's a lot, and sometimes I'm just like, by the time I get her ready and trying to get me ready, I'm just over it. But this is my completed makeup look, and it's kind of simple for me. It's not too over the top, and I love it. So I will try to link everything, or I try to list everything down in the description bar below of what I used. Let me know in the comments if there is anything that you guys want to see me test out or review, or something that you guys think I can use in my steps that would be good. Or just leave anything you want in the comments, anything that comes to your mind. Just don't come for me, okay? Just anything that you guys can think down below. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.